Welcome everyone, it's Sandra Alexei, and thank you for joining me. May is a very exciting month, and we have lots going on, okay? I'm from Game Changer, I'm the co-author. It's a relationship book. It's a new model of relationships, more on the Aquarian, okay? I started it actually about 8 or 10 years ago and then co-authored it because I seen a lot of relationships were deteriorating. And so it's basically all about self-discovery because we are changing, okay, and have really changed with what's happening in the collective right now. So what I would like you to do is you can go to the top right-hand corner, and if you click where it says more information, it'll show you how and where you can get the book because so many people have been asking. You can also look there, and they also have a book trailer video, and there is a SoundCloud, so it tells you a little bit about it. And then if you go underneath in the show me, you'll actually see my website there and a press release on the book itself. So I want to thank you for joining us, and it's very exciting. We're still reeling from the energies of the wonderful new moon in Taurus, and I actually put up a template on how you can create your desires, intentions, wishes, or dreams, and that will change with the months because it depends. Like this was a new moon in Taurus. Okay, but we have lots going on this month, and so I want to get to it because it's a real kind of a game changer of a month because we're starting the eclipse season. Okay, so as I say, we're still resonating and relishing in the beautiful Taurian new moon energy of May 11th and new intentions and seeds to sow. So mystical and magical May has a lot going on. Thank goodness we actually have the Taurian earth energy, okay, for more of a grounding, okay? And that's there until May 21st when we move to Gemini. Your goal is to get into the rhythm of the planetary shifts instead of resisting. Eclipse season starts off with a bang along with a total full moon lunar eclipse at 5 degrees of Sagittarius on May 26th, and we have retrograde planets. Okay, we welcome the eclipse season. It is the greatest cosmic life clearance of 2021. People and things will just get eclipsed out of your life. Very interesting eclipses. Retrogrades are also times when planets are seeking and they're exploring. So you will be reassessing, re-editing, taking your time, you'll withdraw, rethinking your life, some decisions and choices. So May 5th, that's when Mercury, which rules communication, moved into its house. So Mercury moved into its home, so it's feeling comfortable, it's happy there, it's noticeably clear, and expects communication to be very factual, no emotion, drama, and very logical. So you'll find it easier to speak your mind and relate to others. So if you're emotional, expect to be called on the facts of da-da-da-da. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, what do you mean? Then on May 8th, Venus joined the Gemini party, and we find it easier to really articulate our feelings. So feelings that can be articulated using logic takes you out of the drama, and you're just really expressing your truth. Then we have the big one on May 29th. Mercury will go retrograde at 24 degrees of Gemini and direct at 16 degrees on June the 22nd. Pluto went retrograde on April 27th and goes direct on October the 6th at 24 degrees of Capricorn. And then on March 24th, 2024, it moves to 0 degrees Aquarius. So you can go and you can read on it, or you can look at the Pluto retrograde video that I've done. That's very, very powerful. It's about transformation. Then on May 23rd, Saturn goes retrograde at 13 degrees Aquarius until October. So we have a lot going on, a lot of shifting, when it goes direct at 6 degrees on October the 10th. Then destiny, whatever will our new adventure be, called us as Mercury conjuncted the North Node at 10 degrees on May the 10th. Lots of events, planetary shifts, transits, which I will address separately. However, today we're concentrating on the new shift, the new experience on May the 14th, okay, when Jupiter ingresses or moves to 0 degrees Pisces until July 28th. Then it goes retrograde from June 20th, 2021, and then goes direct on October 18th, 2021 at 22 degrees of Aquarius. Neptune rules Pisces, and it's very interesting, the flow of Pisces. It's just like the waves of the ocean, okay, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the water. Okay, so it goes in and out, and the planetary changes and retrogrades will show us the pattern. So I have more dates, especially when we look at the cycles. So on October the 18th, 2021, Jupiter stays in Aquarius until December 30th, 2021. When Jupiter moves to 0 degrees Pisces again until May the 12th of 2022, when it moves to 0 degrees Aries and then retrogrades back on July 26th, 2022 at 8 degrees of Aries. Then, see, you can see the movement, just like the waves, and you want to catch the waves. You don't want to resist. Then on October the 29th, 2022, still retrograde, Jupiter moves into Pisces again at 29 degrees. Then it goes direct on November 23rd at 28 degrees until December 22nd of 2022. Okay, so you can see this is a long process, but this is very, very healing and very powerful. So you want to take advantage of it. Then it finally moves into Aries. So we've completed that kind of healing and transformation and that type of thing. So anybody that has like a sun in Pisces, a moon in Pisces, a Pisces rising, or a stellium in Pisces, that type of thing, it's very, very powerful. Jupiter usually stays in a sign just for 1 year, okay, and it doesn't come back for another 12 years. So you want to get into the cycle, get into the flow of it. But you can see it's like a wave. It comes in for a while, then it goes out. It comes in for a while and goes out. So that's why I say, don't resist it. Try and understand what the flow is. Okay. So, wow. This whole time, we are very blessed with the Jupiter energy in Pisces for different periods of times, like the waves of the ocean. It comes and goes. Again, I said usually Jupiter will stay in a sign for a year, and we experience it every 12 years, so take advantage of it. So what we can expect, what is it all about? Healing, as it gifts us with cleansing and the ability to release. So our aura is clear, as it is an expansive energy, Jupiter. Figure out what you've been learning since 2010 and 2011. Now that Jupiter moves into Pisces, our sense of faith and optimism will finally be restored. Over this past while, I'm not even going to talk about it. We have all the craziness out there. What we were meant to do was stop the silliness, not listening to everybody out there, and aligning with the divine, understanding that this is a divine timing. And what was the lesson? You need to learn to listen to yourself. You cannot be controlled. This is about freedom. And the only way that we can get freedom is if we're locked down. Okay? And so that's your journey. It's not my journey. I know where I am. So now that Jupiter moves into Pisces, the faith and optimism will be restored. Jupiter energy is expansive and optimistic. So you're searching for truth. And Pisces, ruled by Neptune, is very mystical and psychic. Another thing you may want to do is go back and look at the nodal series. If you look at the nodal series number 2, that's what we're in right now. And it's all about, who do you believe? Okay, you can go and find it on the video. All signs and planets have a positive and a negative energy. I just compare it to a penny. It's a head and a tail. It's the same thing. So you need to create your awareness, be your own witness, be your own observer, and how is your life working for you? It's that simple. While Jupiter is in Pisces, we will enjoy enhanced intuition, expanded compassion for others and for ourselves, and we will be dreaming a new reality. Dare to dream. Don't let anybody take your dreams away. This is an incredible time for breakthroughs in health and medicine, and an increase in spiritual technologies and natural health treatments and treatments and products and that type of thing. Okay. You may we'll probably hear more about the med beds. As I said, I've been following them for about 6 years. Jupiter is only temporary in Pisces right now for 2.5 months. So take advantage of this time. However, it's a welcome harbinger for when it moves in 2022. So you're getting prepared for it. So that's when we're going to see some beautiful results of this insanity. It's going to be totally different. Jupiter moves into Pisces, and so it's setting the theme and the tone. It's wise, it's spiritual, and more of the big picture energy. So don't get locked in. I need to have everything perfect. This, no. You put your vision, and if it's meant to be, if it's part of your dharma, during this time, you'll get a better understanding of self, so more self-discovery. So that's why I say it'd be really great, because the first chapter of Game Changer is there's 8 different areas, and there's 20 questions, and you have to answer them. And if you answered them 6 months ago, they might be totally different now because you've changed. And a lot of people are waking up and they're realizing that the person they're with, it doesn't matter if it's 18 years or 5 years or whatever, they have nothing in common with them anymore. And so it's just a matter of uncoupling with grace, okay? And then there's also a different thing about, we have different people coming in from different other times in our lives, but you can go back and look at some of the videos on that. So this is about your own soul growth and lessons through your different experiences in relationship. As you tune into your consciousness or your own personal knowingness, you will learn to embrace and trust yourself, as opposed to all the collective noise, the politics, the craziness, and everybody else giving you advice. They think that you should, they know best. The divine knows best. Well, you're in for a real treat, as there will be more opportunities and possibilities as you align with the divine source, God, and find peace within, which attracts abundance and manifestation as your frequency is higher and clear. I got a really cool video about this mature man, 75. He's dancing, and his daughter's in his 40s, okay? And dancing gets you moving, and you raise your frequency because it's like a happiness, a joy. To find peace within now, this is really important, okay? You can't just go and buy peace. I can remember somebody I loved very dearly, they were just never happy. And I used to say, if I could give you some of my peace and happiness, I would. Didn't matter how much money they had. You can't buy happiness and peace, okay? So to find peace within, you have to clear the past. So whether you forgive yourself for past transgressions and or forgive others, the past is in the past. From this day forward, there is no need to discuss the past as you release it. If you stay stuck in the past or keep thinking about the future, you're not going to find peace because you're not in the moment. To be in the now, you have to let go of the past, the people, the experiences, etc. Then enjoy the now, and then you can plan for the future. That's basically intentions. That no plans will manifest if you're stuck in the past, where you need to forgive yourself or others so that you may move on, rather than stuck, as life is about choices, and the Jupiter in Pisces gives you the opportunity and possibility to heal. You will embrace through an understanding divine timing and divine intervention and start to live your life with trust. As you do what is necessary to find your wholeness and engage in life and become self-sufficient. Okay, that's the big thing. So right now, I would say don't keep, everybody wants to not work. They want to just have somebody give, or a lot of people just give them a check. Well, that's not going to last very long. And that does not assist in your own spiritual growth, because the Aquarian energy is all about being self-sufficient. It's not about you being like an energy vampire or a parasite off of a host. Okay, you are expected, okay, to find meaning and your purpose in life and to be able to be self-sufficient. That's what's going to be running us. That's what Aquarian energy is, and that's what we're in, and that's why we have the dilemma that we're having now. Embracing the ascension process wherein your DNA is transforming from 3D to 5D and higher. As you detach from self-identity and embrace soul identity, understanding you do have free will and you have the ability to make choices and decisions now that will be for your personal growth, benefit, and give you forward momentum. And don't get it wrong, we do have free will. No is a sentence. You don't need to explain. No, that's it. You will still be responsible for creating your intentions for the new moon. However, as you align with spirit, your needs and desires will usually shift. Okay, who you are to be with, where you are to be, and what you are to do will show up at the appropriate time. The neat thing when Jupiter was in Aquarius, you are or were more intellectual and more of a driving force. Let's go, okay? That's the Jupiter in Aquarius, okay? And that's where we're moving. We right now have Jupiter and Saturn there, and Pluto is going to be in there, and it's in there for a lot of years. You're being prepared for it. So now you will be developing more of your spiritual gifts and healing, and being aware that Pisces ruled by Neptune can also be delusion and addiction. That is why it's so important to embrace the cleaning and healing and spiritual alignment. You will finally be able to allow what you have been unconsciously holding on to release. Okay, here I got to stop because I just got a message. So a lot of people will smoke too much dope, eat too much, spend too much, do too much drinking, have too much sex, whatever. And basically what it is, because they don't want to feel the pain of what they need to release. Okay. And so that's when I talk about the delusion or the escape. Okay. That's the addiction. Okay. That's delusion and that. And so this time you can actually release it. You can do the work. Remember, all the energies align and work together, either in harmony or in stress, which is uncomfortable and wakes you up. So if there's a lot of stress and it's like this, it's like, wow, that's awesome, because they're there to give you a kick. The universe is kicking you to wake up and like, why is there stress? If this doesn't feel that good, if it's always stressful, maybe I need to change. I need to make some different choices and decisions. During this time, forgiving yourself, being gentle with self for past experiences, choices, and decisions, forgiving others as you have more compassion. However, you now have stronger boundaries and will not allow any gaslighting, others making you feel guilty, no more manipulation and control by others, no energy vampires or parasites, as your intuition will give you red flags or you'll get good vibes. Wow, isn't that awesome? Now, multiple paths within your creative force as you let go of any disappointments as the past has brought you to the here and now. Peace and acceptance of what is here and now as you honor, value self, and embrace your worth. Your soul wisdom assists you in creating those boundaries easily. Let me assist you in looking at your retrogrades, your nodal axis position for any understanding and answers during these challenging times. And thank you for taking your time. And again, I would really appreciate it if you'd like, if you would share, if you would comment, and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel. I just work it. I'm not there to get any monetary rewards. It's just like it becomes a creative thing for me to do. It's like writing a book. So when I did the YouTube channel, I would share, and then I would just get people to subscribe. So it's just that's a reality to me. It's just a common sense thing. Hopefully you have your personal copy and have completed the first chapter, as I say. Remember, for me, the whole thing is about self-mastery, and it's to know thyself. And on the Oracle of Delphi, it's to know thyself and to thyself be true. Okay, and with the Oracle of Delphi come the muses, and that's why my personal muse, because over the years, I've done a lot of work. I've had a very diverse background. You can see it on my website. But a lot of people say I will muse them. So it's like I can bring them luck. Okay? So it is, who are we and what do we do? And again, I said once a month I make a draw and your name will be done. And so much love, many blessings, and wow, like we're doing it. Okay, all the craziness is going to be complete pretty soon. Okay, stay strong and listen. Okay, and I know I'm going to give you this. See, a lot of stuff I don't put on I don't write it out. But everybody's yapping. You should do this. You should get this. You should stay home. You know, and so I just go, you know what? Don't be telling me at this stage of my life what I need to do. I know, I have my knowing. And this was a really good thing for me years and years ago. It was like a meditation that you can actually do. So you can visualize you're walking down a path that can be a beautiful path. That can be out in nature. It's your story. But there has to be a fence on either side. So it could be like a wood fence. The one I see is a white fence, like on a farm. It's got the poles and like three pieces of wood on it, and you're walking down this road, and you're making a decision. You have a decision to make, so you have some choices to make, okay? And it's big time. Every decision is big time to me. And on this side of the fence, there's people, and on the other side of the fence, so the one could be your family, your mom, dad, sister, brother, blah, 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 and they know you're going to make a decision. And on this side is your friends, and you know, and there's fair weather friends, and there's friends, and whatever. It doesn't matter to me. It's just people that want. And so as you're walking down, you're contemplating. It's like, okay, I'm not sure if I should do this or if I should do that and this, and you're wearing the pros and cons. And this person is yelling and you're hearing them, and this person's yelling, okay? And the more that you go within as you walk and you look, and the voices get lower. And eventually you don't hear them. You can see their lips flapping here and their lips flapping there, but you can't hear them. So there's a peace within, and you walk, and all of a sudden you come to, it's like a fork in the road. And now you need to make the decision, am I going to go right or am I going to go left? And usually that is dependent on the choice that you're going to make. And by now you've aligned with spirit and divine. You're not listening to the chatter. You have gone within, and you'll make the right choice. Okay? Many blessings, much love.